Donny, now come to the mic. This is your time. Donny, 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 Donny. Donny, we hear you, if not every week, twice a month sometimes, 3 times. And Donny does our commentaries. If you listen to all of the show, which you should, listen to all the show. Donny, how did you develop your style, your own style? Because it's very personal. You know, it's I would describe it as being it's everything: witty, acerbic. You have so many elements. You know, opinionated. How did you develop this commentary? And then you're able to put this in, you know, little 3 or 4 minute commentaries. When did it all start for you? And how do you do that?
Well, someone told me when I first started writing that always try.
Plus, hold on, rack the hat. You got the Malcolm X hat on with Malcolm on it and the X. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was always told to write what I would want to hear. You know, so I try my best to write what I would want to hear. I want to hear something funny. I want to hear something that's gonna provoke my thoughts. I want to hear something that's interesting. Maybe a little, you know. Maybe even get my goat a little bit, you know, you know, rev me up a little bit. So I try to, with all my commentaries, I try to do that. You know, I try my best to sort of give them all of that in, you know, most concise, short amount of time. I don't have any writing training or anything formal like that. This just kind of comes out that way. You know. I'm a huge fan of NPR, huge fan of This American Life.
That's National Public Radio for those of you who don't know what
NPR is. I'm a huge fan of This American Life, shows like Radio Lab. Yeah, they're just really inspiring to me. And the voice is always very sort of soothing and quiet.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. When you first heard your first I mean, you know, I guess we're probably not the first people to. Of course, I would love to claim that we discovered you and you know and all of that. We did?
Yeah.
We did? We did? All right, we did it. Yo, look at it. It's up. Donny, when he goes off and he's on big time, it's right here. Street Soldiers, cameo, 106.1. When you heard your first commentary, what was that like hearing your voice back in that, you know, in that nutshell piece?
Yeah. Well, it's still really, really nerve-wracking. And I think the first one I heard, I just wanted to get better. You know what I mean? I strive to be the best at what I do. I really want to be a great writer and a great radio personality. So
yeah.
I just wanted to get better. I liked it, but
put the mic closer to that. Yes, you gotta hear him all the way through. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yes, that's okay. That's all right. And when you hear yourself, you're like, oh my God, why did I say that? I mean, the when it's out the bag, it's out the bag for you.
Yeah. Well, kind of for me, once it's out there, it's out there. I just hope I did enough to, you know, provoke some thought and maybe ruffle some feathers. And I hope people come away with, oh, that was really cool, or that was really funny, or that was, you know, really insightful, you know.
How do you decide what you're going to do a particular commentary on?
It's what strikes me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What comes to, what hits my heart first, what hits my mind first. I usually work with that, because then if I'm interested in it, it's just easier to write. It just kind of flows out rather than, you know, having to sort of really try for it.
Every time we hear one, it's always, there's no, how can I say, there's no middle ground. You either, I mean, you strike something.
Yeah.
You strike a chord, and I think that's what makes it so good. You know, people, I can't stand it, I like it or something, but you know, I mean, now I gotta go see the movie because you didn't like it. You really didn't like it.
Yeah.
You walked out of that. In fact, what did you say about why he walked out the movie? What did you say?
I was just explaining that if you pay like $10 for a movie, you can't just walk out after an hour.
He not walking out after he paid
I
his
would not walk out.
He
For
not
$10 and like 50 cents.
No, I mean, it was insulting my intelligence.
$10, but okay.
I think for me, that's what I was more curious about is like, what did he see? Like, you know how people say read between the lines? Sometimes you got to watch between the screen. And I think that Mr. Lumpkins has that gift, and I just want to know what he saw, because, you know.
Well, Donny's provocative.
Why am I talking? Don't you turn to Mr. Lumpkins and ask him?
What we talking about?
So, we're talking about his commentary on the movie. I think the title of the movie is The Help.
The Help, yes.
The Help, movie I have not seen. I elected to see Conan instead, and if you walked out of The Help, I probably should have ran out of Conan. And yes, I did say that. That's Kareem Irvin. That is not Street Soldier's view in any kind of way. So I'm just curious to know, like, what was like, what struck you the most? Cause you go ahead.
I sort of found it inadvertently racist, which sometimes is the worst kind of racism. It was just a little bit too. I don't feel like it was really well written. I don't think it was serious or sensitive enough to certain topics. I just felt like it was really sort of out of the box, and wish I never even.
Wait, we still talking about The Help, not Conan, right?
He didn't see Conan.
I'm sorry.
Why are you trying to put Conan in this conversation? That's you do your own commentary.
I'm sorry, I was thrown off. No, I totally understand everything you just said. I'm actually gonna check it out
because people told me it was. I mean, that's what's so fascinating, and that's what I like about your commentaries are provocative. I mean, that's why you gotta take a stand one way or the other. It strikes. I mean, this one I'm trying to think of some others that you did. And you give your reasons. Whether folks agree with it or not, that's but you give your reasons.
Yeah, and I don't generally try to. I know a lot of the times when I'm writing it, it might not go over super well with everyone. But again, it's it's by Donny Lumpkins. It's my commentary.
That's right.
And that's what that's what you get.
That's what you get.
You get honesty. Maybe it's not your truth, but you'll get honesty either way.
What are your aspirations, future plans? I mean, what if Donny could have his design his future? What would that be?
If I could design my future, what would it be? I love radio. It's something that ever since a boy, I think was a path I always kind of wanted to take. I like finding new ways to express myself. So hopefully someday I'll find a job in radio permanently. If not, I'd like to, write for the rest of my life. Be happy, successful, that kind of thing.
Good luck, man. Good luck.
Right.
Thank you.
Just keep churning out the commentaries, the Street Soldiers.
Indeed, I will.
All right, and we discovered him here. Everybody know that. Got
he
that?
was so young.
Huh?
I didn't know he was that young. It's my birthday and stuff, and so it's just.
You know he was young. He's just the brother.
That's a gift,
but he been
man.
listening to NPR. See, he got he. Well, I'm going to say he an old soul and a young body. I'm not going to say that.
Why?
But what
Why
I'm
can't
saying,
you?
well, he might not like that. But he listens to folks a lot of radio shows. How many brothers 24 listen to NPR? They didn't even know NPR is. They thought it was a new group. Right? Who NPR? New group? Where they from? Where they from? They from the Bronx? they from South Central? No. So
He went there. Huh?
that's what I mean. That's what I mean by you got to be there. You mean that's what I mean. You got what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Somebody gonna hit my wall tonight.
Yeah.
DC.